All right, when it comes to the beginning sounds letter, a lot of students, especially like in kindergarten, are learning this method on how to um, make the sounds of the beginning letters and know what sound, like for banana, like what is the beginning sound of banana? B, b. We did a lot of this in um, first grade. Um, so I pulled this resource that I already had in my teacher pay teacher for our centers to focus on some students who still are having difficulties knowing what letter is what and what, um, like for airplane, they didn't realize it's A at the beginning of this word. So I have printed this off. So in this section right here, you're gonna match up each word or each picture down here with, is it an A or a not an A word? So the students, they will actually cut these out and glue them up here. This is my copy that I have at home to do my lesson plans with when I was in first grade, half of last year. So I would move, the students should move A, airplane, to the A category. So then students can continue on with this down here. And sometimes students don't even recognize the names of these because they haven't learned this yet. So you have to work with them and say, what, this is airplane, what category does this fall under? This is a wagon. Do you think this goes under your A sound or not A sound? Wagon. You hear A in there, but it doesn't start with the A. It starts with a W, W. And you continue on. And I got the B side as well. I noticed the B's are tricky with students in first and kindergarten, first grade. Guys, B and D sound alike. Again, like this. You got your D and B. So this is what you have to work with students with when you determine this. Guys, especially when it comes to the actual spelling part. Students, most of the time that I have seen with first-hand experience dealing with younger students, younger grade students, that they can recognize this is going to be a, like for this, it's a bear. B, b. They know it's bear, but they can't when they spell it out. Someone will spell it out with a D. So I was being taught how to get students to determine which letter. Always, if you don't know if it's spelled correctly, do B. You know, it's bear. What does that first sound? What does that first letter sound like in bear? B. Then you continue on with each letter sound. This is a little fun activity for centers, for the ones who are still learning the sounds, and it gets the students engaged, and it makes them actually think. Say, does this whale start with a B? No. So they focus on the beginning, and it's interesting to see what students have already. Excuse me. It is interesting to see the knowledge the students already have and their letter sounds coming from home and stuff like that, coming to kindergarten, first grade. Um, and you'll know which students to put into what we call in our school is called interventions, or where they focus on certain areas that students are struggling with. So you'll have interactive stuff like this. We use active boards in the classroom a lot for students to get engaged, and we also use a program called Letterland that is phenomenal when it comes to phonics and telling you different types of like beginning sounds, ending sounds, the short A's, long A's, etc. The architrave words, all that good stuff that I got to start using last year with Letterland, which I don't do this year because I am solely a math and science teacher. So I won't be focusing any on this, but this is a very good tool. I gave all my first grade stuff to my the first grade teacher that took back over the classroom that I was in. So I gave her all the good stuff that I had. I had flashcards dealing with letter sounds, pictures for students to look at and tell me if I hold up a dog, tell me the beginning sound you hear. Then I had another set of flashcards to go further into it, give me the last sound you hear, g, g. So there's a lot of fun activities out there for students to get them to engage. You don't have to be like boom, 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 boom. There's other things that can get them to engage with themselves and do this right here. This will get them to think and to comprehend about the spelling, and eventually once they get the beginning sounds, they can get the other sounds in the letter correct. Then they can actually spell out whole words without making mistakes, and then they can put whole words into sentences and make sentences. So this is a good thing right here. And I'm gonna be talking with some of my first grade teachers and see what other activities they have for this, because this stuff is fun and it gets the students engaged, like I said, keep on saying. So if a student puts, this is a owl, if they put this in the B column, I'm gonna go talk with that student and say, and ask them, all right, do you know what this is? If they say yes, they say it's owl. Okay, listen to the first sound you hear. Ow. This ow make the same sound as b. And if they say no, then we know they put it in the wrong category. Then they know it should go up under the non-B category, the non-B sound, and go from there. And then once they can start mastering this without any help, then we can build onto that, of course, with the middle and ending sounds.